This is level 1 of the core and lumbar stability videos. You'll need a yoga mat and some floor space. Start out on your back, taking a couple deep breaths in and out. We're going to practice using the exhale to help us brace our abdominal muscles. So take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to try and tense all of our abdominal muscles. Nice. Relax and take another breath in. Exhale and tense your abdominal muscles. Good. Keep going like that. Inhale, relax. Exhale, brace. Okay, and as you keep breathing here, I want you to pay attention to your low back. We want to keep the normal shape of your low back, so a slight curvature. We don't want to be pressing our back into the ground or arching it away. We want to keep that nice neutral shape, and we're going to keep practicing this in the rest of our exercises today. So trying to brace without changing the shape of your low back. Okay, we're going to add in a glute bridge. The breathing is going to stay the same. Brace your core as you exhale. We're going to add a squeeze of the glutes to bring your hips up off the floor. Return to the floor and inhale. Brace your core again, bridge back up. We're going to do about 10 reps. Make sure you're not arching up through your rib cage. Keep the core brace on as you move and try to keep your hips level. Okay, last couple reps of glute bridge here, and we're going to come back down and transition into dead bugs. We're going to practice bracing our core in a neutral spine again, which means that throughout the movement, we're not allowing our low back to arch or to cave down into the mat. You're going to remain in control and keep it in that neutral position. Okay, so one more deep breath in and trying to brace your core without changing the shape of your low back. Nice. With the core brace on, we're going to slowly lift one knee up to 90 degrees above our hip and slowly back down, not allowing the back to move. Other leg, brace the core, slowly pull the leg up and lower it back down. We're going to do 6 total reps here, 3 on either side. Keep breathing and keep control as you slowly lift and lower one leg and then the other. This movement should not cause any low back pain if your core is remaining braced and the spine remains in a neutral position. Okay, we're going to move on to knee rocks here. You can stay on the ground and extend both arms out to your sides. Bring your knees up to 90 degrees and just let them fall over to the side. We're going to take a little stretch here and then use your core muscles to pull your knees back up to the center. Then let's twist over towards the other side with our knees. You can hang out here in a stretch for a moment, then bracing your core to pull yourself back up to the center. Nice. Okay, let's go back and forth another 2 reps on either side. Okay, bringing your feet back down to the mat, we're going to repeat our dead bugs and glute bridge again, starting off with those dead bugs, slowly lifting alternate feet, remaining in control by using your core muscles. And we're doing about 6 total reps here. Take your time on each rep. Okay, last rep on either side with the dead bug here. And then bringing your feet back to the floor, we're going to repeat another 10 reps of our glute bridge. So feet are at hip width. We're bracing the core and then squeezing through our glutes to bring our hips up. Squeezing at the top, then coming back down to the ground. Okay, last couple reps of glute bridge here. And we're going to roll onto our side, head supported on your arm, knees bent and stacked. Hips are also stacked. We're not rolling backwards here. Let's keep your hand on your hip, and we're going to lift the top knee without moving through our hips. We're going to do 10 reps here. Keep your hand on your hip and make sure that you're not allowing the hips to roll backwards as you lift the knee. Only the leg is going to move. Okay, finish out to 10 reps here. Nice, and let's flip over and do another 10 reps on the other side. Okay, as you finish out your clamshells, make your way up onto all fours on your hands and knees. We're going to do a modified bird dog, bracing through your core muscles and slowly lifting one arm forward, keeping your hips, back, and shoulders as still as possible. Bringing the hand down and switching sides. We're going to keep alternating and trying to use your core muscles to maintain a neutral spine and prevent any side-to-side sway through the core and hips. Nice, let's do a couple more reps on either side. Okay, let's take a little break in child's pose, sitting back, hips over your heels. You can bring your hands out in front of you, and then reaching both hands over to your left, you can lean your hips just a little bit to the right. Gives us a little extra stretch through the side of the rib cage there. A couple deep breaths here. And let's switch over to the other side, reaching both hands to the right, hips leaning over towards the left. Okay, and coming back up out of that stretch, we're going to return to our bird dogs, doing another 6 reps total, lifting one arm and then the other, focusing on bracing your core to minimize any side-to-side sway, and making sure that we're staying in that nice flat back position. We're not ending up slowly arching or slowly rounding our back. Okay, one more time back into child's pose. Feel free to move your arms side to side again if that felt like a good stretch for you. Can give the wrists and shoulders a little break here. And switching sides. Okay, we're going to move back up to standing and find a low chair or table to stand right in front of. We're going to finish by practicing what's called a hip hinge. How about you watch the demo first, and then we'll follow along on the next set. This is the posture we want to use when we're bending to lift things, and in doing it correctly, we can help avoid unnecessary strain and pain in our back. We're going to reach our hips backwards as we bend our knees, hinging over until our hands reach the chair or table. We're focusing on keeping a nice long neutral spine in that same braced position we've been practicing. The torso stays long, there's no rounding or arching through the back. We're keeping good posture with our shoulders back and our chest open. Okay, let's give that a try here now. Standing an inch away from the chair, reach your tailbone back as you hinge forward. Keeping the back flat, squeeze your glutes and pull your shoulders back to stand tall. Let's do about 10 reps here and then we'll wrap up. As you're going through your day, try and notice moments where you could use this hinged flat back posture instead of a rounded one. Whether you're doing laundry, carrying supplies at work, or picking up your kids, you're going to be stronger if you lift with a flat back rather than a rounded position.